Hello everyone, I'm Cindy and welcome to my corner of the world. Today I'm going to share with you this little pizza box, and it's been made with one of the Sale-a-bration products that's available if you place a $50 product order with Stampin' Up, and it's this one. It's the Grapefruit Grove and Lovely Lipstick Foil Sheets, and in this pack you get 4 sheets of each color, and each sheet is 12 by 12, so you're going to get an extraordinary number of these little boxes out of one sheet. But if you follow my blog, you'll see me working with some other projects using this product as well. So these are the 2 sheets, and I'm sure that with the reflection and everything, it's driving you quite crazy with all those reflections. Where with my first one I worked with the Grapefruit Grove, and so this time I'm going to use the Lovely Lipstick. So this just contains a little treat, just a little pack of Nivea, which you could give as a little pick-me-up to somebody, beautifully packaged. So let's get started. So my piece of foil measures 6.5 by 3.5 here, and I am going to score on the short side at 1/2, and at 3. And then along the long side, I'm going to score at 1/2, at 3, at 3.5, and finally at 6. And there's my scoring done. So with a pair of paper snips, I'm going to now trim some tabs, and I'm going to have my tabs, I'm going to just cut them all along this side of my score like that, and then I'm going to flip round and cut here, and I'm just, hopefully you can see, I am just cutting up to the 1/2 inch score line there. And then on the tab piece, I am going to take out a little wedge. This just helps make the box sit a little better when you put those tabs in, because there's not, well, it reduces the bulk really. So I'm just going to go. This reflection is kind of catching my eyes. I don't know what it's doing for you. Hopefully not too bad. And then my last 2 pieces along this side. So the pieces that are forming the sides of the box, I'm leaving square. It's just the little tabs that I've put the little notches into. Hopefully that's clear. Just pull those out. I think they're just, there we go. And then with my bone folder, I'm going to put my creases in. Now you want to be a bit careful with using your bone folder on this foil, because I found that if you're too energetic with it, it will actually bruise. So you want to put your 4 folds in firmly, but not too hard. And we've got those pieces, and then we're just going to do the sides. Like that, and of course the tabs. So this card is really quite firm, which is what makes it such a good box. There we go. I think we're nearly there. Now, when I work on a design for a box, I tend to start with using some scrap paper, and I fiddle and faddle around until I've got the sizes and everything fits in, and then and only then will I pull out my good paper to start creating the box. And so this is one of my sample pieces where I mess around with the sizes and how I want everything to go, like that. And then once everything was working, that's when I started to cut into my lovely card. So with a pizza box, you're going to have 4 tabs going in this way, and then for the lid you're going to have it going like this way. So what we're going to do is to put some adhesive down on the tabs. Now I'm choosing to use the double-sided tape. You can of course use liquid glue. It just takes a little bit longer to dry. So I'm just going to use these tiny little pieces. This tear and tape works really well, and I just cut a few pieces. As you can see, I use my scissors to do all the work with the positioning. Now sometimes your scissors get a little bit glued up with being in contact with adhesive all the time, but if you check on my YouTube channel, you'll see that I have put together a little video to show you how to get the sticky guck off of your scissors and bring them back to a good working condition. So there we go with our last little piece there. So I'm going to start by putting together the box side. So I'm just going to use my tool here to just take off the backing, and we're going to bring the side tabs round, and I'm just going to bring everything up together and press really firmly. And here, and because I took those notches out, it makes it a lot easier for everything to kind of come up square, and you haven't got all that bulk that you're trying to fold card around. So here we go. Again, bring that up, and then just tuck that one inside, pull off the backing of my tape, and then just bring everything up square so the cut edge is up against that folded edge there. So there we've got the base of our box like that, and then these pieces are going to come around here, which will form the lid. But before I do that, I'm just going to take a little 1/2 inch circle. I'm just going to eyeball the middle here and just cut myself a little notch here. So there's a little finger hole there. Now I can just take the backing off. I tend to not take the backing off all at once, because with my luck I'll find that the wrong bits get stuck to one another. So if I just take 2 off at a time, I'm less likely to get myself in a muddle. So again, just bring those round. Nice and tight. And then that should just go inside. Take a little persuading just to start with, so it just knows where it needs to go, and then you can pop in your little gift and close the box like that. So now to decorate, I have a 3/4 inch strip, and this is petal pink, I believe, and all I'm going to do is to wind it round like this, nice and firmly. I'm just going to line up so that my pieces are level, and then I'm just going to trim off what I don't need. Then what I like to do with my belly bands is I like to take the folds, line up like this, so that these bits are level, and then put the fold in, and what that does is that makes sure that everything's nice and square when I come to put it on my box. So again, there we go, just make sure these two pieces are level, and then give it that fold a good squeeze. I'm going to pop it on my box, and then I'm going to get a couple of glue dots, and I'm going to pop them down, and then again just line everything up. Now the join is on the top, on the front of the box, because my little label is going to hide that. Just going to make sure it moves back and forth nicely. There we go. So my decoration is going to come from this stamp set, and I've chosen to use the little stamp that says "just because," and I cut that out with the 1 3/8 scallop circle punch, and then I've layered it, and you know, I can't find it now. I had it all ready. It's probably underneath my workbench. Well, bless me, where the heck did that go? Never mind, we will continue on. Now I've also decorated, and I'm using this set of punches that's in the Occasions catalogue, and I will put a link in my blog. And I'm going to cut out 3 of my little flowers like this out of a scrap of the foil, and then I'm going to use the back of the piercing tool here to just cup them like that. There we go. And I found my little decorative piece. So a couple of dimensionals. Now I need to move that because I don't want it to go onto my box. So this is my piece. It says "just because." I've stamped in lovely lipstick, cut with the 1 3/8 scallop circle punch, and then I use the Darling label punch to just give me a little backing. Here we go, onto there. Just gonna pop it on like that, and then I've got my little flowers, and I'm just going to pick them up and pop them on a glue dot, and then I'm going to just decorate my box with those. Oh, I'm not having any luck. There we go. And so I'll pop one here and another one here like that, and then just to finish off, I have got some of these lovely silver metallic pearls that I'm just going to pop in the center of each of my flowers. And there, all done. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video despite all the little hiccups I've experienced today. There is a link beneath this video to my blog, where there'd be more information, more details. I certainly appreciate it if you would just hit the little thumbs up sign and like my video and subscribe. Then you'll get notified every time I release a new video. Well, thank you for your time today. I've enjoyed spending it with you. Thank you, and bye bye for now.